Hello and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Dr. Maria and my fellow classmates. So today we are from group E10. We'll be presenting our poster. The title for our poster is Project-Based Learning for Listening Skills. So before we start, I'm going to introduce our group members. So our group consists of 3 members. The first one is Muhammad Faris Daniel bin Abdul Hakim. The second one is Muhammad Yasir bin Muhammad Azmi. And the last one, which is me, Muhammad Arif bin Osman. So now let's move to the background or the issues. So we have 3 issues that we highlighted in this poster. The first one is attentive listening, which is the difficulty in maintaining focus and concentration during lectures or discussion. And then the second one is critical analysis, which is challenges in analyzing and interpreting spoken information accurately. And then the third one is real-time response, which is students are struggling to respond appropriately and promptly in the conversation. Okay, so we think that these issues are important across different educational settings, and it also can prevent students' overall academic performance and their future professional success. When we did the traditional teaching method, which oftenly focus on reading and writing, we noticed that it does not provide enough opportunities for students to practice and enhance their listening skills. So we think that as an educator, we have observed that students often become passive listeners, which enable them to engage actively with the spoken content. To the objective, so we have 2 objectives. The first one is highlighting the benefits of PBL, project-based learning, by demonstrating how PBL can create engaging and interactive learning environment that encourage active learning. The second one is promoting proficiency in listening, which is equipping students with the skills needed to become proficient listeners, which is crucial for their overall communication abilities. So from our teaching experience during LM2, we have seen the positive impact of PBL on student engagement and learning outcomes. So students who involved in PBL activities show greater enthusiasm, better understanding of content, and also improve their ability to listen and respond critically. And then by sharing this experience and the benefits that we observe, we aim to encourage more educators to integrate PBL into their teaching strategies.
Okay, so next is methodology. For project-based listening, students are grouped and assigned various real-world contexts such as interviews and group discussions. The process of project-based learning is preparation, which is introducing students to the concept of active listening. Second is implementation, where students engage in project that necessitates active listening. And lastly is evaluation, where they reflect on their listening experience. Based on my past teaching experience, once in a listening class, I put on an audio taken from the internet, and the students individually had to listen and answer questions on a handout of paper given to them. For that class, the students asked me to repeat the audio 10 times as they could not complete the questions given to them. This is compared to a listening class that I conducted where the students were required to sit in pairs and were required to talk about a certain topic which was about their hobbies. The students were much more engaged in the activity and showed that they were capable of active listening. Moving on to findings. The findings is first, increased engagement where students were more engaged. Next is enhanced understanding as the students were able to listen attentively in the lesson. And last finding is peer learning where students learn effective listening strategies from each other, which massively helped as students showed they were more capable of processing and responding to spoken information in real time. Based on my past teaching experience that I talked about just now during methodology, the finding was during the first class, students were unable to complete the handouts given to them, which consisted of just fill in the blank questions, even after listening to the audio multiple of times. This caused me to have to change the questions into multiple choice questions so that the students could answer the questions better, but it was still far from perfect. Yet, in the second class that I conducted, students were able to listen to their partner's explanation and they were able to jot down important points of their conversation, and much importantly, they were able to re-explain them better without further guidance from me.
So from the findings, it is clear that integrating PBL into the curriculum can significantly enhance listening skills. But to further improve the project-based learning in listenings, we have to have a wider range of projects that target different aspects of listening. Next, we have to ensure consistency in practice, regular practice of listening skills through continuous project-based learning activities. And lastly, we have to have a good feedback mechanism, which we have to develop a robust feedback mechanism where students can receive and give feedback on listening skills to further refine their abilities. So, as a conclusion, this seminar research highlighted that project based learning is a powerful tool to enhance listening skills. Students not only improve their ability to listen attentively, but also develop a greater appreciation for the role of listening in effective communication. This reflection underscores the value of integrating project-based learning into educational frameworks to foster essential communication skills, ultimately preparing students for real-world interaction and professional success.